Good morning, Year 4, and welcome back. I hope you had a relaxing and restful half term and you're ready to get back to work this week. Today, we're learning to write to inform. We're going to be doing historical information text. And I suspect that you can guess by the colour of the screen, and the fact is our first day back, you know exactly what we're going to do today. That's right, we're going to do a cold task. So, in today's cold task, what we would like you to do is to write an information text. The audience for this information text are going to be children your age. So think about when you write it, what would interest children your age and what kind of language would work really well for children your age? It would be really fantastic if you could write your information text about a historical period or a historical group of people. So for example, you could do one about the ancient Egyptians or the Romans or the ancient Britons. However, if you're sitting there scratching your head thinking, I'm not sure I know enough about any historical period to write a facts file or an information text, you can do it about absolutely anything you want. So it could be about a favourite sport, for example, or a place where you live or a place that you know a lot about. But it's got to be something that you can write quite a bit about this morning. There's no point in starting your cold task with one fact and then sitting there staring at the screen after you've written it. So have a think about something you could write quite a bit about today. Let's have a quick look about what an information text is. I don't want to go into too much detail because that's what we're going to do over the next couple of weeks, but I'm just going to give you a quick hint to get you going with your cold task today. It's got to be something that gives people facts about a subject. So whatever your subject is, if it's a sport or it could be a group of people like the ancient Egyptians, as we talked about, it's got to give people facts about them. And it's got to be able to help people learn about your subject. So the facts you give them have got to give them information that means they learn something about the subject you're writing about. So you're not writing an exciting story today or exciting narrative or a play script or something like that. You are writing an information text that's going to give people facts to help them learn about the subject that you're talking about. Let's remind ourselves about cold tasks. Remember, we have not taught you how to write information text yet. So don't start panicking that you don't know what to do exactly in an information text. You will be learning over the next couple of weeks. Today, what we'd like you to do is have the best go at what you think an information text might look like from what I've said. Remember, I said it's about giving people facts about things. You don't need to go and do lots of research about what an information text is or go and get loads of facts about a subject. That's not what we're doing today. You're picking something that you already know something about, and that really doesn't matter what that thing is. It's something that you know something about. You need to think about what skills you would include in this piece of writing. We've done loads of writing skills, fronted adverbial phrases, generalizers, paragraphs, all those type of things. But what skills do you think would work in this information text? And remember, there still needs to be a quality piece of writing for you. It doesn't mean it might not be as good as someone else's. What it means is it a good piece of writing for you? Are you proud of it? You may not know exactly how to write an information text, but you do know how to write a sentence and you do know how to use interesting vocabulary and things like that. So is this still a good quality piece of writing for you, even if it's not always a perfect information text? So the first thing you're going to do, like every cold task, is you're going to have a blank set of success criteria. What I would like you to do is to think about what success criteria you're going to use in your cold task today. Remember, don't just think about these, write them down and ignore them. The whole point is you write them down and you decide what it is you're going to do and you put it in your writing. Today, your success criteria could be writing skills, such as, for example, conjunctions or fronted adverbial skills, or they could be based more around structure, so things like paragraph, subheadings, titles, things like that. You could also put things in there saying like you need to have facts or you need to have interesting vocabulary. It's essentially whatever you want to try and use today. Now, I think you should probably come up with at least 3, but if you can think of more you can use, all the better. Put down as many as you want on there, but probably at least 3. Don't go overboard. Don't put down like 20 or you're going to make it really hard for yourself. 3 or 4 seems about the right reasonable number to use there. But as I said, remember, this is what you're going to have to use today. So if you put it down here, we expect you to use it. Last thing I'm going to do after this, I'm going to put a slide up and you can pause it for your parents, a bit more information about what a cold task is, so they're not expecting you to write War and Peace. and write a 1,000-page essay all about the information text if you don't know what one is yet. I've also included this separately in the assignment to help your parents out so they understand a bit more about it. Well, good luck with today. I'm really looking forward to hearing we've got Nicole task. And remember, everything you do for information text after this point is going to be better than you did today. Today is a fantastic starting point.